dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss about merits and demerits or advantages and disadvantages of joint stock company. In previous video we have already discussed about meaning and features of joint stock company. Here first advantage is limited liability. You already know the meaning of liability and limited liability here. In features also we have discussed. What is the meaning of limited liability? As a shareholder, first keep in mind shareholders are the real owners of the company. Then the liability of the owners is limited to the capital they have invested in that particular company, and only the assets of company, means the assets which are purchased in the name of company, can be covered in case of debt. Means when company is not in profitable condition and outsider wants to repay the debt, then they can cover only company's assets, not the personal assets of any shareholders or owners. Okay, and your liability is limited to your investment, that is your investment in the form of shares in the company. Second point is transfer of interest. Here transfer of interest means transfer of ownership. As a shareholder, you can easily transfer your ownership by selling your shares. If you are having 10 shares of Tata company, you can sell those shares and get your money back. That is easy in case of joint stock company. But in case of sole proprietorship, you cannot transfer your ownership to any outsider, your friend or any other members easily. But as per Companies Act, a shareholder can easily share his shares and transfer his interest to other person. Next one is perpetual existence. We have discussed this in meaning as well as in features. What do you mean by perpetual existence or succession? It means that death or insolvency, retirement, these reasons of any members of that particular company will not impact the existence of company. Means what? After the death of any member of that particular company, also the existence will be continued. That will not impact. But in case of partnership, what happens if any one person dies, one member or one partner dies, again they have to enter into a new partnership contract. But that is not needed in case of company. Why? Because it is having separate existence in the eyes of law. That's why this is considered as advantage. Okay. Next one is scope for expansion. See, as a sole proprietor, if you want to expand your business, you are not having that much funds and you are not having experts in your company to advise you, you don't have that much access to the resources. Okay, but in case of joint stock company, many people are investing in your company. That's why you are having more funds. You can expand your business. Expanding means what? You are expanding the operations, or you are doing your business on large scale. For example, Tata is a company. Tata is known for its vehicles or automobiles, but it has entered in many businesses like from salt to electronics, vehicles, each and everything. You have their business in each segments today. That is called as expansion. It is possible in case of joint stock company as they are having more funds and more expertise. Next one is professional management. See, as I explained now, they are having more funds, so they can give handsome salary to their workers. They can appoint experts. They can hire experts like for each and every department. They have departments in their company, and for each department they can appoint experts like MBA in finance to take care of finance department, and CAs and ICWS they can appoint, as well as they can appoint HR manager to take care of all the recruitment processes, and they can hire good engineers from IITs to take care of all their technical issues. All these can be possible in joint stock companies. That's why they have expertise in their management. But in case of sole proprietorship, what happens? Only a single person, he is taking care of finance, purchase, technical things, everything, HR. That's why there he may be facing problem. Okay, that's why as joint stock company is having more funds, it can appoint experts in each and every department. Next, what are the limitations or disadvantages? First one, complexity in formation. Complexity means what? If you want to start a joint stock company, the process is not easy. It is a time consuming process. There is the legal formalities. Many legal documents or legal formalities are involved in this. You have to prepare documents like articles of association, you have to prepare prospectus, memorandum of association, some legal documents or many legal formalities are there in this process, as well as registration is compulsory. You have to register your company under Companies Act 2013 as well as Companies Act 1956. Next one is lack of secrecy. See, as shareholders are investing in your company, they wants to know what is going on in your company or what is the financial condition of your company, where you are investing their money. If I am investing 100 rupees as a shareholder in your company, where you are using my money, okay, are you using my money correctly or not, it is properly used or not, I have that right to know. So you cannot keep the things secret, and you are registering your company, you have to provide all those financial documents to registrar of companies. What is registrar of companies? The office where you are doing the registration. They can also demand for all those documents, and shareholders can also demand, means they have the right to know all the financial conditions where you are using their money. They have that right. So you cannot keep anything as a secret. Then third point is impersonal work environment. Take for example, if you are working with a partnership firm, you know who are the partners, who are the actual partners of that particular organization. But when you are working in a joint stock company, then the owners are different and management is different. Means what? Shareholders are the real owners of the company, but they are not taking the decisions. They have elected board of directors. They are taking the decisions. So what happens here? The management and ownership and management is different. That's why always the shareholders are not happy with the decisions taken by the management. It will impact the customers as well as outsiders. Why? Because customers are also not happy with the decisions sometimes. Okay. Next point is numerous regulations. What do you mean by numerous regulations? N number of rules and regulations are involved in joint stock company, from the incorporation to winding up. Okay, from the day of registration to liquidation of company, you have to undergo lots of legal formalities. For example, first of all, you have to prepare documents and you have to take the permission. Then you have to register your company under Companies Act 2013. All these regulations as well as taxation and other formalities are also involved here. So on the other hand, voting process is there by shareholders. All these processes are involved. So number of formalities are there, numerous formalities are there. So the decision is also delayed in joint stock companies. So next point comes delay in decision. As I have explained in previous point, the decision making is not in the hands of actual owners. They are the shareholders. Okay. Now in management also, top level, middle level and low level management is there. Means what? The low level management is directly connected with the workers. They will pass the problems or any queries to middle level management, then it will be passed on to top level management. Means what? It has to pass the hierarchy and it consumes a time. When a sole proprietor is taking the decision, he will take decision quickly. In case of Hindu undivided family also, Karta will take the decisions quickly. But here what happens? The decision making is not depending upon any one person. Okay. So it has to pass through the hierarchy, top level. First the decision means what? The problem will be dealt by low level management, then middle level management, then finally top level management, then final decision will be taken. That's why there is a delay. Next point is oligarchy management. See here, what do you mean by oligarchy management? It is not as democracy. What happens in democratic management? The decision is in the hands of everybody. Means what? Everyone can contribute in decision making. Everyone is having equal rights. But in oligarchy, the decision is in few hands, or only the few people are taking the decisions. Then you can ask, here voting is there, shareholders are doing or they are casting their vote, then how it can be considered as oligarchy? Only for name's sake it is a democratic organization. Why? Because actual shareholder is not participating in decision making. Only few directors are taking the decisions, and actually they are dealing with the money of shareholders. They are not actually investing money in company, so there may be biased decision. Sometimes fraud may also happen in company. Why? Because decision in few hands. Decision is in few hands. If the director or board of directors, the members of that particular board are not good, or they are not good, and they are not using the money of shareholders properly, then frauds may happen. That's why oligarchy means what you have to keep in mind. The decision is only in few hands, in the hands of few people, few directors. Then next point is conflict in interest. What do you mean by interest? See, as a shareholder, my interest is to earn more dividend and more returns on my money. What may be what may be the employee's interest, or what may be his intention to get more salary? Yes, and what may be the intention or interest of outsider who has given the loan, repayment of loan and repayment of his interest. Now we all are the different stakeholders in same company. Means in single company I am investing as a shareholder, customers are having different interests. Means they want good quality of products, and as an outsider, as a banker, I want my money back. And as a director is also an employee of company, he want hike in his salary. Now as a company, the company cannot fulfill each and everyone's interest or their intention. Now what happens? There is a conflict between all these stakeholders, all these parties. Why? Because if company starts to pay more dividend to shareholders, less money will be left with the company, so it cannot make more research and development, and it cannot provide more good quality products to its customers. So customers are not satisfied. If money is distributed among the shareholders, the directors will be left with less money to for their increments and promotions. Like this, these are the examples. So there is a conflict between different parties like customers, stakeholders, shareholders. Stakeholders means what? All these parties. Okay.